In this video, we will be looking at terminal licenses, what they are, how they work, and how you can set them up. In comparison to named user license, which are allocated directly to users, i.e. employees, the terminal license is assigned to a device like an Android tablet or an iPad, which can be used by multiple sales representatives at a trade fair, for example. To ensure that the VistReport app knows who is currently using the tablet, each person can select their own name. These names can be added as guests in the user management. Guests are not full users and will not receive an email or have to register. It simply ensures that our VistReport app knows who is creating a report, and so that you as an admin can see who has created the reports in the dashboard. First of all, let us set up a terminal license. We'll go to the user management area and click on VistReport Terminals. We can see how many terminal licenses we have and how many are available. In my case, I have a total of 3 terminal licenses and 2 are still available. We'll click on Add Terminal and enter a name for this terminal, for example, Terminal 2. After that, I'll click on the domain dropdown and select the appropriate domain. If you do not see any options here, please contact us at support@snapADDY.com and we will enter the domain for you. Remember, this does not have to be a real or existing email address. We are simply creating login details for the VistReport app. We can then enter a password, again for login purposes. You or someone from your admin team should make a note of these login details. It is recommended that only individuals within your team have these login details, and to also log into the VistReport app with these details ahead of time before the event, i.e. trade fair. We also provide an option to add a PIN to the VistReport app to avoid unwanted guests using the app, for example. These login details can be used on any device that supports the VistReport app, and you can switch devices by simply logging out of one device and then logging into another. This means you can use an Android tablet at one event or trade fair, and then an iPad at the next trade fair. Next, we will add the guests who will be creating reports in the VistReport app. We're still in the user management area, so let's click on Users and Licenses. Then click on Invite Users. I would recommend clicking on the checkbox Add User as Guest first. That way you won't need to worry about the details at the bottom, which are not even relevant for guests. Once you've selected the checkbox, all we see is the 3 fields, which is for email, first name, and last name. We have the option of adding several guests at once, either by clicking on Add User, or by uploading an Excel file which contain the exact number and title of fields, so also email, first name, and last name. We also have an option of assigning the guest users to a user group, which simplifies assigning booth personnel to a template in the future. Once you have added your guests, they will appear in a separate tab. As mentioned, these guests won't receive an invitation email, nor will they have to do a registration. Now let's look at the end result directly within the app. I have the VistReport app open here, and I am logging in with the credentials I defined earlier. Once logged in, I can select the appropriate questionnaire for the event. As I previously mentioned, be sure that someone from the backend team does this ahead of time to ensure that the devices and app are set up before the event or trade fair starts. Then I should be able to see all the guests I have added and or have assigned to this event questionnaire. A sales employee then simply chooses their name and then can begin creating a report. Once the report is finished, they will be taken back to the main screen, and either the same person can choose their name again and create a new report, or the tablet can be handed over to a colleague and they can select their name and begin creating a report. Be sure that someone, maybe also again from the admin team, exports the reports in a regular interval to be sure that everything is saved in the reports dashboard, i.e. cloud. That's it. The terminal has been set up, the guests have been added, and you are ready to start gathering leads at your next trade fair. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at support@snapADDY.com.